From cooking up confidence in the kitchen to calling out toxic traps of social media, we're serving up real talk with no filters. Party's over, let's get started. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I started to really focus on doing things for my body that made me feel good. I decided to write my book to share this knowledge, and people have really resonated with it. And that night at 5 in the morning, there's a girl at the front door. I was able to figure out what a narcissist was because I was married to a narcissist.
There's some stuff in there I'm very surprised that you're talking about.
I can spot the red flags now from a mile away. I want the viewers of my show to walk away feeling great about themselves and feeling empowered. I'm going to incorporate my story as well in the show, but I also am very interested in learning about other people's stories.
I love your honesty and your genuineness. That's what makes you so authentic and real, and why people want to talk to you.
Watch Party's Over. It's going to be fun, informative. We're going to have a great time. Party's over. I don't know about you, but I'm hopeless in the kitchen. So today I'm doing something about it. This is Chef Isaac Pearlman from the restaurant Pearl by Chef IP in Aventura, Florida, who's here to give me a cooking lesson. Hi, Chef Isaac.
Hi,
how are you? Thank you for coming. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your restaurant.
So I'm Isaac Pearlman, like you said. Some go by Chef IP in my professional career. I was born in Bogota, moved to Miami, and I have a fantastic restaurant in Aventura, Florida, Pearl by Chef IP, and we're here to give you a little bit of a tip on how to make crepes.
I'm so excited because I am the worst person in the world when it comes to cooking. I have a nice kitchen, but I stay away from the kitchen. So this is a new experience for me, which I'd like to share with all of you.
So here we have a pan, non-stick pan, very important for making crepes. Crepes are essentially like a American pancake, but this is the way the French make it. So we need a little bit of butter, about a tablespoon. Let it get melted. Spread it out. Make sure the whole thing's evenly spread out. Medium heat, otherwise you'll burn the crepes. And now here we have a pre-made batter. This is eggs, milk, flour, sugar, and melted butter. There's about a 1/4 cup in here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that.
You just swirl it around.
No. But I've seen so many types of crepes. What can you make them with?
So remember, you have 2 types of crepes, savory and sweet. Your sweet ones, which are what we're making today, are usually more on the breakfast end.
Okay.
Berries, Nutella, butter, powdered sugar.
We have Nutella?
We don't have Nutella today. I would love to have Nutella. I love Nutella.
It's very fattening.
One of my favorite desserts at the restaurant is actually God's Gift, which is a Nutella pressed croissant. Very
How many
basic.
calories is that?
It's got to be over 1,000.
Yeah, no. We will not be eating 1,000 calories.
So here we have the first step, right? We did the butter, we swiveled around the pancake. We now see some smoke. There's color on the other side. This part I'm gonna do with my hand. Let it get color on the other side. And then you're gonna have to make one for me.
Okay, this is gonna be a disaster, but I'm gonna try my best.
All right, so medium heat.
Wait, so what are we doing with yours?
I'm gonna plate it over here. There's several ways to plate, guys. We have, we could do just rounds and pile them up, or we could fold it, which is what to about to do. We're gonna fold it.
Yes, wait.
Don't mind my hands. And there you have it.
So where do you put your...
So on top of
toppings?
here, you would go ahead and garnish with berries, Nutella,
Oh, it doesn't
powdered
go inside,
sugar.
it
It doesn't
stays
go
on the
inside. You could drizzle with chocolate. Some people like just butter. I actually am a fan of just butter and sugar. It's delicious.
Butter and sugar. So
Butter
how many
and sugar.
calories is this?
I'm not into counting calories. I'm a chef. Nutritional value, probably 0, but delicious. It'll keep you happy.
Okay, so if you want a 1,000-calorie meal, this is it.
Now it's your turn. You have medium heat.
Okay, so my heat is
You're good.
on.
You're
or
gonna
not
do
on?
1 tablespoon of butter.
Okay. I don't like butter, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You know, butter's delicious though.
Yeah, it's so bad for you,
Is it?
isn't it?
I think it's one of the better fats.
Is it?
So swivel around.
How many calories is this little bit of butter?
We shouldn't be counting calories. We're teaching how to cook crepes.
Can't help myself. Oh my gosh, I just melted the butter. Did I do a good job?
You're doing good. Swivel it around so you have even around all the surface.
I'm doing a good job. I just melted butter.
And then you're gonna go ahead with your batter. You're gonna raise your heat a little bit
Okay.
and go for it.
Okay, so now I have my batter,
Quarter cup. Made
Quarter
it
cup.
earlier.
and I'm going to spread it around the pan. Like that.
Now swivel. That way you have a perfect
What
crepe.
does that mean?
You wanna basically move it around.
Oh, move it around. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so much butter in here. Are you sure this is okay to eat?
So this is why we're here. I gotta make the next one because this one doesn't look much like a crepe.
Okay, for the audience, my crepe doesn't look really good. Can we show the audience? This is not.
Tilted that way.
I'm not doing a good job.
All right, so we're gonna go with a little bit less butter for you. I
Yeah,
think you put too much.
too much butter is not.
Too much butter.
Okay.
Just get it melted.
All right, I'm trying again.
And when you pour, you're pouring the whole thing in the center.
Okay.
And then you're swiveling the pan.
Okay.
We're gonna change your heat, 1 second. There you go.
Okay, hopefully I pass this time. Hopefully I pass
It's
inspection.
on.
So I put less butter in because we know the butter isn't good for you.
And go ahead, pour in the middle.
Okay. So I'm trying this again. Here's my batter. Yay.
And now you're immediately gonna just try to widen that circumference. So move it around, yeah.
I tried again.
Swivel. Yeah, you're getting there. And now go back on the heat.
Okay, I think I got it.
Let it cook
For how long?
for about 20, 30 seconds. Crepes are really quick, extremely
These
thin.
are so easy.
They are very easy. Yeah, you're almost there. For those that,
What do you think of my crepe?
it's looking good. We gotta work on our edges,
Okay.
but
Edges aren't good, but in general, it looks way better.
so you start to see the smoke is coming from the side.
Yes.
Now you gotta flip it.
Oh.
Hands
Flip
and
it
flip.
with my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot.
Should I give you a little,
No, I'll do it.
ready? Just go ahead and,
Okay, Okay, guys, I couldn't flip it because mine was gonna tear apart. So
There
Chef
you go.
Isaac had to save.
here
Right.
you go.
Before I
You're cooking on
ruin
the
the
other
second
side. But now you're gonna bring it over here and we're gonna go
Right
ahead and
now?
fold it. Give it about 15 seconds, take it off. And make sure you turn off the heat
Turn off the heat first,
to the top, yeah.
like that.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
So now you're gonna fold it
Mine doesn't really look that good, but
and make a little, yep, and then that way. And here we have two delicious crepes.
there we have it.
Now it's your
I
turn.
did it.
Your turn to try it.
Try it.
No?
Well, what do you mean?
Give it a taste.
Oh, you want me to taste this?
Yeah, of course.
Without the fruit?
Well, first try the actual batter and see where you want to take it. You want more sugar, you add more Nutella.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It tastes kind of bland. And now I'm going to add blueberries
And remember, guys, at home you can add Nutella, chocolate, dulce de leche, powdered
If you
sugar.
want a 1,000-calorie meal, then add Nutella.
But Sandra wants to stay with the butter and the calories, so she's going with the blueberries,
He actually
the strawberries.
He forced me to use butter. Strawberry and
Wow.
blackberry.
Blackberries in there. And a pineapple?
pineapple.
I've never seen that one. That's a
No.
healthy one.
Okay, so now I'm gonna taste it. The blackberry. Yeah, so much better.
Healthy crepe.
So much better. This is actually really good. I have the blackberries, pineapple, blueberries, and strawberry. Perfect. For our viewers, this is an easy breakfast to make in lieu of making pancakes. You can make a crepe. It's really good. It tastes good if you're adding fruit or whatever toppings that you want.
You basically have a very thin version of a pancake, so if you're counting calories, it actually has less calories. For healthier options, almond milk, you could do other types of flours, there's alternatives. So really it is an easy breakfast, and I'm happy to share my cooking knowledge with you.
I'm so happy that you were here to tell me how to cook.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
If this segment made you salivate, then let others taste it too. Share it with friends and click that subscribe button. We'll be back in just a second with much more. Did you see my cooking segment?
Sandra, okay. Literally, for those of you who don't know, this woman doesn't cook.
Ever.
Like, she absolutely does not cook.
And I have a great kitchen.
You have a great kitchen, you have great appliances. If you open her fridge, there's literally takeout containers, like not even a condiment. That's how little she cooks. She doesn't even have mustard in her fridge. So watching her with Chef Isaac might have been one of my favorite things ever.
I think I insulted him, but we'll see. We'll see how the viewers like the segment. He was very serious, and since I don't know how to cook, and I'm definitely not serious, I'm not sure we were
You
the
guys
best match.
weren't a match made in kitchen heaven. I don't see a reappear in the near future.
I don't think so, but it was fun. Next, I'm talking social media with my friend Vita. We all know the fun stuff that floats around on social media, and I love a good dog video as much as the next person. But there's dark stuff out there as well, right, Vita?
I mean, on so many levels. I personally have a lot of issues with how social media operates today. I think that people are way too consumed by it, and I think it causes a lot of issues in our personal relationships, whether it's relationships with your parents and family members, whether it's relationships with your friends, whether it's relationships with your significant other. I think that people see you on social media and they react in a way where they wouldn't necessarily react if they saw it in real life.
And that's just one part of it. And then we get into like OnlyFans and apps like that where you have these sweet young girls who have decided where they can make a lot of money just being naked or exploiting themselves.
Yeah.
And that's just another aspect of social media. And then you and I were just talking a few minutes ago about YouTube for your daughter.
Yeah,
that you don't let her watch
I don't
YouTube.
let my daughter watch any YouTube. I'm a hard no on it. I think that a lot of parents use YouTube Kids as a babysitter. And I think that, you know, we like to give people grace because everybody doesn't have a nanny, everybody doesn't have somebody helping them, right? And there are times where their children need entertainment, but I don't think YouTube Kids is the answer because you're basically sitting there. And when we were children, we were watching network TV, right? And
well, I was watching fairy tales.
you were watching fairy tales. I was watching network TV, right?
We're a decade apart
So
or
like,
more.
so I was watching like Saturday morning cartoons, right?
Okay.
And that's on a mainstream TV network. Somebody's monitoring that content. It's not some random person putting it up there for your children to see. Now, people are sticking their kids in front of YouTube kids like it's actual television from back in the day, and their kids are watching nonsense all day. And take the lack of, intelligent programming away. You don't know what message is being sent to your child because there's just this overload of content. So nobody's monitoring.
So the
it.
content is just whatever anybody feels like putting out there.
Yeah, and YouTube Kids says they monitor it to a certain degree, but you don't know what's appropriate for your specific child. Say you have a 5-year-old, what's appropriate for one 5-year-old might not be appropriate for
Absolutely.
another 5-year-old.
And then also when we were talking about the other parts of social media with like influencers and how much are their lives real? Are they fake? Like, what's really going on? I've seen like documentaries and people talking about how they pretend like they're on a private jet and it's like something in their backyard that they created, or a yacht, or just like a set almost in their backyard.
And you can fake the smallest thing. Like literally, I could be sitting here and I could put down, my phone in a bag or whatever and take a picture of it, and you would have no idea where I really am, right? As opposed to if I took like an actual snapshot of what was going on.
And it may not even be your bag.
Exactly. It's probably not.
It could be a friend's bag.
Yeah.
It could be a rented bag.
And that's the other thing, like this material wealth that people become so obsessed with because they see it on social media, and the amount of people that aren't re-wearing outfits because they already posted it on Instagram. I mean, that's absolutely absurd.
But you also have these sites and these apps where people can rent their clothes, rent their expensive bags, their designer bags. So you don't even know where the outfits are coming from. So you may be watching an influencer, watching somebody that you know on Instagram thinking, oh my gosh, this person has this and that, but they may not. They may be renting for $150 a month.
Yeah, exactly. And which is
various
fine.
outfits, which is fine.
It's completely fine. Go rent your bags, but people feel this pressure to keep up with that, and I don't think that's right. Like, rewear your clothes. I rewear my clothes all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I really think that social media has a role to play in this culture of disposable clothing, right? Like you wear it one time and you don't want to be seen in it again. That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Especially with the high designer stuff. Like people are going out and you see these influencers and they have like, a $3,000 skirt on, which may or may not be theirs, may or may not have been gifted. And you see, a suburban housewife sees that and goes and buys it, and then they wear it one time because they don't want to be photographed in it twice. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Absurd. And also, there's so much variety out there on social media, so I feel like the dating world has completely changed, at least from when I was younger, because you would just go to a bar and you would start talking to somebody and you would meet them organically and easily, and now there's so much out there where it's made dating so much more difficult because you can just meet the next person.
And 100%. And then let's not forget these young kids, like the teenagers, that innocently post things on social media and they don't realize that it's there forever, and they're potentially ruining their future.
Or they can get expelled from school.
They can get expelled from school or suspended from school. I know plenty of people that have made a tiny, tiny mistake on social media and have gotten kicked out of these schools over it. And the kid really, didn't do much wrong. They had a small indiscretion that any child would have, yet it's out there. Or think about somebody that posts something where a kid has no idea what they're saying might have racist undertones or sexual undertones, very nuanced things that 10, 15 years later will haunt them, and they might not be able to run for office or something like that.
Well, when we were teenagers, I know for me, or even in college, if I had been on social media back then, I would have been canceled every which way.
Right? Absolutely.
Every which way.
And and also it's creating this permanent cloud of what you're saying, right? So what might be socially acceptable to say today might not be socially acceptable to say in 15 years from now. And then that comes back and haunts you.
100%.
And all of a sudden you don't have a career because you said this thing that wasn't even off color a decade ago.
And that happens all the time. And, you know, for our viewers, for people who are constantly comparing yourself to other people on social media and you feel like it's a major problem, I would say break free from it and get off of all social media. Like, you don't need it. You don't have to do this. And just take a break from it or get off of it completely.
I completely agree. I think there's nothing wrong with taking a break from social media and just letting your brain reset a little bit. I think socially, social media causes a lot of FOMO and jealousy, anxiety, like
PTSD.
You know, everybody's not on every dance card, right?
No.
Everybody's not invited to every party.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, because of social media, people find out about it and feelings are getting hurt for no good reason.
I mean, there are plenty of parties I don't get invited to.
I'm not invited to every party.
I'm not really invited to much.
It's
I'm okay.
fine though. I'm cool with that. But
Me
I
too.
think, but we're secure people.
Yes.
And I think that there's people that see this and they're like, well, where was my invite? And they act out.
Yeah.
You know, they really do. Like
100%.
they get really jealous about it. Do you ever feel like you want to take a break from social media?
No, I can't. I wish.
You wish.
But I have so much going on with my books and the show and social media and content that no. So I don't, but I'm not on it comparing myself to other people.
Yes.
And I'm not really on it. I'm on it for a reason. You know, and I like connecting with viewers and just, you know, other social media people. And I love that part of it. But as far as comparing myself to other people, I'm like, I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I don't really compare and
I think
sort of thing.
that's great. And for me personally, I find it helpful where I find myself in a cycle of doom scrolling. And mine's not so much a comparison thing. I really don't do that. But I do go down rabbit holes on social media. And when I find myself doing that, like especially during, you know, a current events crisis, right? Like, for instance, like during the pandemic, I was the one that was up at 2 a.m. like clicking on every comment.
Actually, Vita during the pandemic
was a psychopath.
She wouldn't let anybody in her house. She was scrubbing her floors and making Chinese food. And
oh my God.
She looked like a crazy person.
Oh, I was a loony.
So what, you were
too.
scrolling on top of everything
I would
else?
scroll, and then like I'd click on a story, and then I'd click on the comments, and then I'd click on the link that went down the comment.
Okay, I didn't do any of that.
Okay, it was completely insane behavior. And it's funny because looking back on that, I think if social media hadn't existed during that, I would have probably had a much more peaceful 3 months of quarantine. I would have.
You would have been at peace.
I would have been at
quarantine.
peace.
I was in peace. I was in La La Land the whole time. So the takeaway from this episode is, if you feel like you're going down a rabbit hole, or you feel like you're comparing yourself to other people and it's causing you anxiety, just remove yourself from social media and take a break or delete your account permanently. If you enjoyed this segment, share with friends and click that subscribe button. We'll be back in just a second with much more. Now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Spill It, where Vita and I answer your questions and nothing's off limits. Vita. Listen to this. Dear Sandra, my husband and I are both college-educated professionals, and we wanted the same for our 15-year-old son. The problem is that he's a musician and has no interest in going to college. We respect his love for music, but think he needs basic skills in business to succeed. We're really torn. Should we insist, or should we let him find his own way?
Let him find his
100.
own way.
100%.
Do not push college on anyone because it will blow up in your face.
It will completely backfire.
Yeah.
100%.
First of all, college is expensive. The average American can't afford college, realistically speaking.
And basically every kid now pretty much goes to college, and a lot of kids graduating are struggling finding jobs because everybody's going.
And a lot of times they're going, and if they don't have a reason to go to college, they're just gonna party.
Yeah.
So you're literally taking out loans, going into debt, so your kid can go party for 4 years, where had they just gone to a trade school or gone out and worked, they would not be in the same position at the end of the 4 years.
And for your son to find something that he's so passionate about at such a young age, you need to foster that, and you need to instill in him that this is amazing that he's found this passion so young, and be super supportive, because this will lead into big things for him. And even if he doesn't stay in the music industry, it will lead into something else.
And if you have a passion, I am a firm believer that you can monetize that passion, and you don't need to go to business school to learn how to do that. And the kid might go do music for a year and have to wait tables and do all of these things and be like, F this, I'm going to college.
Maybe.
You know? And then you got your kid that went to college and everybody's happy, but you cannot force it on anybody.
He will find his way, we promise. Thanks for your letters and keeping them coming. We love having you on with us on Party's Over and hope you're enjoying our conversations. Pick up my book From Bullshit to Botox and follow me on Instagram at Sandra Lena Silverman. Until next time, stay radiant, stay ruthless, and remember, filters may fade, but being yourself never does.